Guys, welcome back or welcome to my beautiful YouTube channel. My name is Katrina. I'm a professional makeup artist and here we talk about makeup and beauty. It is a Valentine's Day coming up and I was thinking what kind of video I can create for you guys. Just simple tutorial, no, boring. And I was thinking, how do I want to look on a Valentine's Day on a date with my husband? And I realized that I want to look sexy, yes, but not aggressive sexy. I would love to look soft and beautiful sexy. And that's made me think, who is the most iconic, sexy, soft diva? And the answer is Marilyn Monroe. And today I would love to create a Valentine's Day makeup inspired by iconic Marilyn Monroe makeup look. Marilyn Monroe look is very intentional. So her makeup artist used to create a double wing to kinda make her eyes look more sultry, like maybe kinda looking a little bit down and to the side, just to achieve this languid, unbothered look. Sexy, but still soft. Her lips was always red. It was not just favorite color, it's a symbolism, symbolizing passion and confidence. She never used one shade of red though. She did, or her makeup artist did, a little bit darker liner and a lighter, redder type of, brighter red type of lipstick on the middle of her lips. And she also used kinda glow to make it even more passionate and camera ready. A little bit of gloss always make your lips look fuller. At the time of Marilyn Monroe, makeup industry didn't have such a huge selection of different products, so I guess she just used kind of Vaseline or something to get a little bit of glow on her lips. But we living in a different time and we have so much makeup available. So let's grab the makeup bags and let's recreate the most passionate, iconic Marilyn Monroe look. As a start of the makeup, we're going to use a very light makeup base for the eyes because Marilyn Monroe makeup was always super light on the lid and she had this wing. So I would use white Inglot eyeliner to kind of prep my lips. It's not going to be just concealer, but it's going to be this white eyeliner to create a nice stable base for the light eyeshadows. I'm going to spread it all over my eyelid, but I'm going to focus most on the inner corner because we're going to use some other secret technique Marilyn Monroe used on her makeup. And for that, I need to have a very light base in order this to be visible. Now I want to get a super light eyeshadow color. I'm going to use this Too Faced Pinked Times Ahead. It's a lot of sparkles and pink colors, but it's also a very beautiful light color. And I will apply this color over my eyeliner, creamy eyeliner, in order to create a good base. And I will also blend it. These leftovers I will blend with a little bit of concealer, so there is no such a harsh definition in this area. To create a definition on my eyelid, I will use a neutral nude kind of color. It's going to be my bronzer. And I will just add this on the top. Now in the middle of my eyelid, I would love to use a little bit of shimmer. And I will use something like that from the Too Faced palette. It's going to have a little bit of pinkish undertone, but it looks very, very pretty on the top. Shimmer is good. Shimmers I do like to apply with my finger. It just works better than any type of brush. brush will unfortunately never apply shimmers or sparkles as even as your finger thumb does, unfortunately. One of the rare times when I do use my fingers to actually create makeup. Now it is time to create liner. Marilyn Monroe didn't use black eyeliner. Of course we can, because it's not like super recreating, it's being inspired by her makeup, but I feel like softer look we can achieve also like with just brown eyeliner. And I will start creating my top liner first, and then I will show you how to do the bottom. Before creating anything, I will just work between my lashes. After I'm done with that, I will just take a brush. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love the brushes to create winged eyeliners. And I will move my brush very close to the lash line in an outside corner. Towards the temple. The liner shouldn't be thick. It should be very thin and elegant. And it shouldn't go too much up. It should go almost horizontal towards the ground. Nice and elegant, nothing huge or bulk. If I need, I will just go ahead and use the liner to add more color. To protect eyeliner on the top, I would do just a brown eyeshadow, kind of to seal it on place. And also, like when you do this way, it's create a pretty velvety type of look. It evens up your line a little bit more. And I will also probably just get a little darker shade in my outside corner for a definition. Now let's create this bottom line. What I'm starting with, I just go on my lash line, just to the middle of my eye. Your direction is your cupid, and then you just go to the side. For this, I'm probably gonna take like a regular brush. Very weird hacks, but apparently it made sense. Marilyn Monroe or her makeup artists used. So they took a red liner and put it where? In her inner corner. People say it helped to make her eye whites whiter, because at that time they didn't have any magical eye drops to make it immediately whiter. So her makeup artists used this little technique. And we're going to do that too. Going to add it just in the inner corner. I wonder if it makes any difference. Also, Marilyn Monroe was one of the first people who actually used a half lash before it became mainstream. So girls and boys, we didn't invent anything. Marilyn did it before us. I'm not going to use the half lash. I will just stick a couple individual clusters in my corners. I got a glue, tweezers, those little clusters, and I will attach them right on the top of my lash without too much work. Right on the top of my own. And I did apply them, like the closer I get to my inner corner, I applied lashes diagonally, so they're not sticking directly, they are laying diagonally, creating this sultry look we're trying to achieve. Oh, this is so pretty. I like it. So now I really quickly create my base, and I will come back for the red lips. And now the most important part of this video, red lips. I prepped my lips with the leftovers of foundation, and I tapped a little bit with powder just to create a legit base. On this kind of lips prep, it's going to be easier for you to move your lip liner. And I'm starting under. I'm going to overline. And on the top. In this makeup, I'm not gonna do any pointy cupid. I actually never do pointy cupid. I always do like a flow. Now I'm going to take a darker lip liner. I haven't makeup forever. And I will go over. To create a definition. And now, and only now, it's time for the red lipstick. Classic red, Dior Rouge 999. Look at this. Look at this red. That's what we're gonna use on a top. And to add a final touch, I will use a little bit of lip gloss. Also kinda in the middle. This is so nice, juicy, and defined. Isn't it a beautiful makeup look for your Valentine's date? Or Galentine's? I hope you like this little video. Like it if you like it. Subscribe if you're still not subscribed. And remember, no matter how beautiful your makeup is, you will never look pretty with ugly attitude. Goodbye.